Welcome to Last Week on Office Hours. My name is Ken Jordan from Surrey in the UK, and I'll be your host today. We begin the week as usual on Monday, where after our 1 hour of general questions, we had a brainstorm about the teams needed to build Office Hours 2.0.
Can active members that don't always have their cameras on still contribute?
Absolutely. In fact, if you look at probably 2/3 of the opportunities don't require cameras. Hopefully some people want to give back to the community in what they're doing, but I will always be focused on the teams being something that you're building skills, you're building something that's interesting, you're building opportunities. You should be getting something back out of it that's tangible. You should be learning new skills, meeting new people, networking, being fulfilled out of that experience, not just that you're doing something for the group.
What's the best way to catch up on the overall vision of what you're doing?
Once a month, we're probably going to do a understanding office hours, like just a general question. Like it'll be a Monday, first Monday of every month or something like that, is like just an open question for people who've just run into us and don't understand what the heck is going on.
On Tuesday, we looked at ATEM audio.
An expander expands the dynamic range, the range between the louds and the softs.
Instead of
so it
compressing
takes quiet stuff and makes it quieter. A compressor takes loud stuff and makes it quieter, which therefore makes less of a difference, and it compresses the dynamic range. Why do we always turn stuff down? Because then we don't clip anything. So both of them work by turning things down. Expander turns the quiets, compressor turns the louds down.
I've been doing this a long time, and I've never understood that an expander makes quieter things quieter. I learn stuff here every day.
I mean, it's basically
it's a bad name. It should be a quieter.
Wednesday's second hour, we did a deep dive into the USDZ format.
What we're talking about is USDZ. And one of the things we want to do is show people early, like, hey, this is coming. This is going to be a big deal. This is one of the models that we built for this. And if you see me rotating around here, now you may think that I'm in some kind of 3D viewer. I am showing this to you inside of Preview. That's not a specialized viewer. That's not it's something that's sitting inside the operating system. And you can literally take these models and text them to somebody, and they can open them up, double click on them, and they can simply open them up in Preview. They can open it up on their phone and take a look at it.
Don't be under the impression that you're just going to receive a model and then you're just going to hit export to USDZ. It doesn't work that easy.
On Thursday, we discussed further our Office Hours 2.0 update.
How's the experience been so far? Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
It's super cool. What's really exciting about it is that it's flexible.
Basically, all you need to cut the show is a web browser. These are where you select between the Smart Gallery, the Smart Supersource, the host, the active speaker, the question reader, and the screen share. And these are the inputs that are automatically being calculated and served up to you.
We're just using HDR10 and HLG, iPhones and iPads and the most recent Macs, as well as any monitor out there that can handle it, as long as it can see HDR.
Working on the graphics and the animations and the branding that goes along with that. It's organically growing. There is no real game plan because we're breaking new ground here.
We're basically trying to, beat broadcast at every level.
On Friday, we had Sam, the leader of Zoom's special events team, where we did a deep dive into Zoom events, which now contain conferences.
Think of how I had to do Zoomtopia in 2020, where it was a series of Zoom webinars. And with Zoom webinars, there's no concurrency. That year, we had 10 tracks at the same time. So there were 10 webinars that needed to be running at once, but there's really 20 because there's 10 that are actually happening in this hour and there's 10 for the next hour. So that takes 20 different Zoom account users that have to have these webinar licenses, that have to have the different sessions scheduled under them. You have to be logging in with the right one or logging in with an account that has Altos privileges. And it starts getting really messy really quick. Zoom events, conferences specifically, just completely flips that on its head. And it now says, look, there's one event with one person that hosts it, concurrency be damned.
And on Saturday, the long day, after our general questions, we have our education hour. Again, you need to join us live for this, as this isn't streamed on YouTube. And then the education was followed by Cooking with Giamonte, where this week we did spicy scrambled eggs. I'd like to thank our video contributors this week, Simon, Keith and Graham. And for our music bed, Douglas. And to our video editor, Rota. If you'd like to contribute to Last Week on Office Hours, please go to our website, lastweekonofficehours.com, where you'll find the information on how to submit videos. And thanks for watching. My name is Ken Jordan, and please join us again next week.